Hello. On behalf of my children, grandchildren, and the entire Walker family, thank you. What an honor for Coach Randy Walker to be inducted into the Northwestern Athletics Hall of Fame. I am so humbled to accept this award on behalf of my dear husband, Randy. It's a little strange to share this stage with these other great inductees. I am certainly not here because of my athletic or coaching ability. Talk about slow and unathletic, Maria. That's me. I am here simply because I was lucky enough to have been loved by and shared a life with a wonderful man who just happened to be a college football coach, a great college football coach. I am so proud to have been his wife, not because of his coaching reputation, but because of the man he was. Randy and I met when we served on the Student Council Social Committee at Troy High School in Ohio. I guess you would say we became social. And the first time Randy flashed that brilliant smile toward me, I was hooked. And all of you who knew Randy know exactly what I'm talking about. So at that moment, we began our life together, and what a ride it was. Through college, marriage, and raising a family, football was always at the center, and it was good to us. Randy was doing what he loved, playing and then coaching. The kids were exposed to so many great role models, and my life was enriched by our association with wonderful players and coaches. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to thank Zach Kustok, Tanja Jones, and Adam Paoli for being here tonight. They were all players when Randy was coaching. I'd also need to introduce and would love to introduce my son, Jamie Walker. He's a proud 2004, I think, Northwestern graduate. Is that right? And we also have a daughter and a wonderful son-in-law and 2 grandchildren. They weren't able to be here, unfortunately. There were plans, but life sometimes happens. And so my daughter sent a letter I'd like to read. This weekend, you will hear a lot about Randy Walker's accomplishments as a coach. While I'm proud of his coaching record and the impact he had on his players, I knew him better as Dad. And that's who I can introduce. Now that I have a daughter and son of my own, I have no doubt that being a parent was one of the most treasured roles he had over the course of his life. Over the years, many people knew the schedule of a college football coach, asked if I missed him when he was out on the road recruiting, working late and coaching on weekends. Honestly, I don't remember him being gone that much because my dad was totally available to us when he was home. He moved our swing set from house to house. Each time we moved, he helped us build a treehouse. We'd play horse on our driveway basketball court and throw a baseball around. My dad told the best stories, whether it was before bed each night or around a large bonfire at the beach. He'd play violin for us and sing songs from his lead role in Fiddler on the Roof. My dad loved history, valued education, and made sure we were successful at whatever we wanted to do. I even went through a phase when I wasn't very excited about football, which seems strange to me now. But he still came to my swim meets and volleyball games and encouraged me in music, which became my career. He had a big personality and the amazing ability to talk to you like you were the only thing that mattered in the world right then. And this extended to his life at home. When he walked in the door, he filled the house with his presence, and we were his world. I will conclude with what I value most about my dad, Randy Walker. The things that made him a successful football player and coach also made him a great man, and most importantly for me, a great dad. I'm sure that's true of all the inductees honored here today. The things that made them great athletes and coaches also made them great spouses, parents, friends, and colleagues. An emergency surgery keeping me, as well as my husband and children, home in Maryland happened, but congratulations to everyone tonight. Thank you to my mom for accepting the award on behalf of our family. And by the way, my daughter is doing well. It's just a little bit of time for recovery. So with the introduction from Dave and the letters and the letter from my daughter, you all can get a sense of the person that was Randy Walker, a man of impeccable character. He was loyal, hardworking, goal-oriented, faith-filled, joyful, smart, passionate, interesting, fun, and could take over a room when he walked in. But he also had a way of making a person feel like they were friends even when they first met. He loved coaching, but he didn't let his record define him. Don't get me wrong, he wanted to win football games, but he also knew there were many kinds of wins off the field as well. He would be very proud of the legacy he has left at the colleges where he coached, but also through the many coaches and players he influenced. Sometimes he couldn't believe he was a head football coach at a major college, and especially at such a place as Northwestern. He often said, "I'm having so much fun coaching, I hope I never have to get a real job." So what would Coach Walk say if he were here tonight? For sure, it would be entertaining and colorful. He would have an attitude of gratitude. He would thank the players and coaches with whom he worked and say they deserve this recognition because you put your oars in the water and we rowed together. He would thank Northwestern University and all of the great people that make up this great institution. Not finger pointers, but thumb pointers. He would thank all of the people who welcomed us here to the Northwestern family, the NGN and the Catbackers, other great friends and supporters, some from Miami days as well. He referred to you all as his guys, in a general non-gender way, of course. He would thank you for not being porch puppies, but getting off the porch and hunting when called. And our dear friends from childhood, he would be so touched that you are here. And you can attest that he was a boy from Troy, not some Johnny off the pickle boat. I had to get that quote in somehow because it's just too good. And to our own children and his football sons, he would say, "I'm proud of you. You've accomplished so much while living the right way. So continue to trust yourself." Randy would congratulate Coach Fitz on the great job he's done and say he would have expected nothing less. And Dr. Phillips, I think you two would have liked working together. But I have to say, Randy would have tested the limits and your patience. All the while with that smile on his face. And I'm going to make up a Randy quote just for you, Dr. Phillips. In regards to the lakefront facilities, he would say, "Great vision, good job, and it's about damn time." That was Randy, not me, saying that bad word. To finish, I would like to thank my colleagues from Northwestern Athletics Development and all the other athletics administrators and staff here for your support and friendship to me during the last 10 years. You would have had a blast working with Coach Walk and would have had no lack of good stories. Most importantly, congratulations to the other inductees. It is because of young people like you that so many men and women make a career of coaching. Thank you again to Northwestern Athletics. Randy and I came here because of Northwestern University's unparalleled reputation and stayed because of the great people, many here tonight. You helped fulfill Randy's coaching dreams and enriched our lives beyond measure. And I have to finish with one last quote, one you all know. It's just 3 words. Starts with I'm, ends with great. I'm doing great. Go Cats. Beat the Cornhuskers.